What's good, fam? I'm at Slocum Skate Park in Thornton, Colorado, and I have a package from Buzzberry of RHIP CLIP. We're gonna unbox this, take a look at what's inside, get some skating, hopefully wear what's inside, get some footage of it, and I'm gonna do a review. I've been using RHIP CLIP. I gotta double check my order, but I believe for 3 years I've been using the Slim, and then I've used the Pro, and we'll see what's in here. But I want to do a really nice product review. This is not a sponsorship. This is a product review I've been a customer for 3 years. So let's take a look and, like I say, get some footage. Just came in yesterday, and oh yeah, nice t-shirt. Might have to swap. Actually, yeah, hold on. Let me slip into something a little more comfortable. Check this bad boy out. Put it on today. Oh yeah, nice large t-shirt, RHIP CLIP, love it. Gildan, that's a really good brand. I have other shirts like this. Thanks, Buzz, really appreciate it. So let's take a look at, I knew it. So one thing you'll notice when you get order from RHIP CLIP is that Buzz is one of the most personable business owners. You always get and look forward to getting his handwritten notes. So I've got one right here from Buzz. Hello, Dino. Thank you for choosing RHIP CLIP to help keep you shredding for many years to come. And thank you for always sharing and spreading the stoke and love for skateboarding. I got a nice smiley face. Keep on ripping, my brother. Highlighted, Buzz. I'll get you a close-up of that. Like that. But he always sends, from my first order, you always get a handwritten note from him, which I find is a really good personal touch. So what we have here, this is something that I have not yet tried. This one is the Pro. This is the Max, and this is the Pro. I have a Pro and a Slim. I wear my Pro on the trailing hip and the Slim on the front. For a long time, like 2 years, I skated with only a Slim on the front. Now I really like the comfort and the confidence that two give me, and I'm excited to try out the Max, and I have the Pro. And the cool thing is, what I'll do with the other ones is I'll keep them in the truck, because the 3 years I've been using it, I've only forgotten them twice, and it has affected how confident I skate and what tricks I choose to do, and whether or not I'm gonna, want to risk this slam rolling in on a, 5-foot quarter pipe or bowl or anything like that. So excited to check these out. Maybe we ask around the park, see if a few other skaters wear this and what their opinions are, get some more product reviews. So this is a product review. We're gonna try the Max and the Pro today and see if we can get some shredding in. Thanks, Buzz. Peace. Like that. Okay, so I want to do a quick demo of how I put these on, and they do come with instructions, which I'll give you a close-up view. But what I do is, it's actually really, really simple. This is the Max. I'm gonna put it on the trailing hip. So I put it here. I make sure that it's covering the area I want to cover, and then I simply slide it down and click it in. So if this were slid here, this is perfect. But if I wanted it higher or lower, you can adjust, because this is Velcro. So let's say I wanted the pad a little bit higher. You can pull this off, push the clip down a little bit, and now when it clips, the pad's gonna be a little higher for me. So I just slip it right in, make sure that when it's clipped in, it's covering what I want, which it is, and then I clip it onto the pants, push it down into place. Again, make sure it's what I want covered. Just this area here, I've got full coverage on all of this here. This is what would really take the impact. So I'm good there. Next, I'll take the other one. This is the Pro, which I've already been using my Pro for about a year. I think the Slim for 2 or 3. I got to check my purchase order. But again, let's say I want to raise the pad a little bit. I'm going to unvelcro, and then I'm going to move the Velcro. I'm going to move the clip down a little bit. Simply slip it into place. Clip it down. Make sure it's covering what I want. For me, it is covering all of this. Once they're in place, you won't have to adjust it or anything like that when skating. They stay. There's nothing inside of them that like makes it grab. They just stay in place really well. So all I do is buckle, make sure I'm zipped, and the belt is not even like super tight or anything. Just normal belt wear, and I never have any problems with them moving out of place. They stay where I want, right here. If they're not where you want and you start skating, you simply make your adjustments and then you'll be good to go. It doesn't hurt if you want. If you're nervous, you want to check before you drop in that they're in the right place. That's fine too. I'm just being honest. It's nothing I do. I put them on and skate to the end of the session, and I take them off when I get home. All right, let's get some skating in.
If this is, you just drop them in and you clip them on, and then you're ready to skate, slam, smile, and repeat. You can see, boy, you can take an impact. That right there, you just line that up right over that bone where we get those dreaded hippers that we don't want, and then it's ready to go. Now, as far as taking them out, you just pull them up, ready to go. By the way, they are sweat resistant. They're also easy to clean. The top surface is very durable. It's going to last a long time.
Okay, I want to talk about the slamming you're going to see in this video. So what you see here, I do have a nice, decent slam with a backside air on a steep quarter pipe. And then you see me get up, it's no problem. I shake it off. I even do something like, hey, I'm all good. But anyway, that was a good slam. But other than that, I was really working on laybacks this day in this session. And this is a great, I mean, when you're working on laybacks, it's a great time to have your RHIP clip on, because a lot of times you don't make it and you bump into coping. Sometimes you slam, sometimes you fall, sometimes the board slides out, sometimes you hit and then slide down the ramp. Then the other thing I was doing is the layback rock and roll board slides. That is a really good one to have RHIP clips on, because the way I do them, I like to get longer slides. So the way that I do them, I do let my hip get onto the coping or the parking block, whatever feature I'm using. And really, I'm not afraid to put it down there while I have speed and lay it back and then backside rock and roll back in, because of the RHIP clip. RHIP clip really gave me the confidence to learn that one. That is a trick that I really love it. And sometimes I can do them also without putting the hip down, but and some people prefer it that way. I personally like putting the hip down because it lets me lay it back even further, and I get a longer slide. Like literally, my hip and my hand can slide along the coping with the board, so I can move a little bit before I bring it back in. But I learned that trick pretty quickly, and I know it's because I wear RHIP clip and I wasn't afraid. I'm like, what's gonna happen? If you bump coping, you're just gonna land on your RHIP clip, and you know what that does, it protects you. So I did want to throw that in there. You're seeing little bitty bumps constantly all day long. It's kind of like in a boxing match. Those jabs, those little jabs, they don't just knock them out with one punch. They work on them for the 10, the 12 rounds, and finally those things add up to enough injury to knock out, technical knockout. They throw in the towel, whatever happens. What I'm getting at is these repeated on this layback day, and you don't even see all the not makes, or all the makes for that matter, but I do show you a few good bumps, And I want you to keep in mind, yeah, it's not the most major slam in the world, but it's protecting me and I'm not hurt at all. If I didn't have them on, I'll tell you what, you bump your hip onto coping, even repeatedly, even if it's from this far, you're gonna feel it and it won't take that long. The other thing is, Jeff had a nice slam. I actually filmed that slam. We were skating here in Colorado, in Lyons, Colorado, and we were airing that hip, and he really sent a nice one and just landed the wrong way, a little wonky, and slammed his hip really hard. He bounced right back up. RHIP clips work.
Good. It's okay, you don't need to. I got RHIP clips on, ambulance.
All right, I'm here with Josh. You wore RHIP clip for the first time today.
Yeah.
Anything, any good, bad, anything at all?
I mean, the good was it didn't get in the way of my skating at all. Usually I wear these shorts underneath everything and I feel like I'm wearing a diaper. Those RHIP clips are like, it was up here on my lead hip and I wasn't afraid to try 4 or 5 different things that I just hadn't been able to accomplish before.
I saw it.
It was helpful getting me to commit to some things, so I'm happy with it. I'm gonna go buy it, boy.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, boss.
Appreciate you. Perfect.
He wasn't wearing his RHIP clip. I myself, even taking the slam today, had mine on. No hematoma on the hip. RHIP clips all the way.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good. Yeah, because you're putting.
And with their mobile app, tracking and saving.
Right on it. Right on it, baby. We do it all day.
I think supers, you never compromise. You get high quality
Right on it, baby.
low prices. Like you never King Super Supers, never compromise. King Supers. Fresh production.
I just forgot about that. Yeah, you got to think about that. After that layback. First try. That's the first time I ever pulled that off. Last time I tried it, I was doing 180 dollars. Nice. Oh.
All right, I got my buddy Jeff here. How long have you been wearing RHIP clips?
2 years.
And do you like them?
They're awesome.
Have they saved you?
More than a few times.
Heck yeah, I think he's gonna send me a clip too of a major slam that he got out of because of RHIP clip.
Thanks, Buzz.
Cool. I'm gonna say it again because it's worth saying. So these are the ones that Buzz just sent me. I've got the Pro, which I've skated before, skated it for a little over a year, and this is the Max. So I have not used the Max, and I love it. I've sessioned with it now. I don't have years, but that I do with this one, or even with my Slim here. My Slim here is 3.5 years old. Okay, and by the way, I am not gonna get rid of my other Pro and my Slim. What I'm gonna do is keep them in my truck as a backup, because I have left, in the 3.5 years I've been wearing RHIP clip, as a user, as a customer, I have forgotten them twice, and it affected my confidence. It also affected what tricks I was willing to try and what transition, because I know if I take a hipper, I want it on. I remember one of the times I forgot it. I had like a knee pad that was just, it wasn't, not a skateboarding knee pad, just literally a pad, and I had stuffed it on the lead hip here, and it did look crazy because it was like this big bump sticking out. But I'm like, I don't have my RHIP clip, and I definitely don't want to give up the entire session. I just want to skate responsibly and stay within what I feel comfortable doing and still have a good time. But I'm telling you, it really helps with your confidence and helps you try things, knowing that you have the confidence. Skate, slam, smile, and repeat. So these are gonna stay in my truck. That way I will always have a backup. No matter what happens, I'm prepared with the Slim and the Pro. I mentioned before how I love how personable Buzz is, but it's not just the letter and the nice touch that he has, the nice personal touch that he has by sending you the handwritten letter, which I have a better picture of in the video for you. It's, hey, messaging me, hey, your order shipped. It should arrive on this date. Here's your tracking number. Keeps in touch with you the whole way. So I did want to add that in. I know I love the nice touch, the letter. I look forward to the letter. He does give you the tracking numbers. And then something else that he provides is, along with instructions, which we've talked about before, is he always throws in some stickers. So you get a nice RHIP clip sticker as well. We have them up around the skate park. I have one right here, front and center, on my board. So there's my RHIP clip sticker there. And anyway, I love all these things. I love that he cares so much about not only his product, the RHIP clip, but about the people that he's serving and providing protection for as well. Okay, so I've got a nice close-up picture of the Max and the Pro. I love these. Honestly, the Max is a little bit thicker, like tiny bit thicker, like as far as what I notice, but not when I'm wearing it, just to touch, but it really did give more protection than the Pro did, which the Pro's plenty. The Max is, like pillowish, which is awesome because you really have no fear as far as am my hip's gonna hit that coping, or when I take a slam, a hipper, a lock up, a hang up, whatever it is. So I do like the Max, and I'm glad that I have one now. I am going to upgrade to the Max, and I'm going to keep wearing the Pro. I've been doing a lot of layback stuff, so I'm wearing the thicker one on the trailing hip, which I know everyone has their preference. Like when I started, I wore my Slim. Where's my Slim? When I started, I wore only a Slim, and I only wore it on the lead hip because I started wearing these because of a slam. I was learning how to roll in, and I took a hang up. By the way, if you want to watch, this is my second review for RHIP clip, because the first review, I was able to review the Slim, because that's what I had experience with. Now the Pro and the Max. But what I'm getting at, I was learning to roll in, I hung up about 5 feet, honestly, and I slammed to the hip, You go watch that first video. It's short, but I have a picture of it. You can see. I mean, it was black, blue, green, the whole 9 yards. That's when I started wearing RHIP CLIP, and it's one of the best things I've ever done for my skating. I also want to talk about sweat. So, unlike the other pads, for example, I skate full armor, helmet, wrist guards. I've got elbow pads, knee pads. I wear RHIP clips. Pretty much everything but a mouthpiece. But anyway, what I'm getting at is all of my other pads, my helmet, my wrist guards, the elbow pads, the knee pads, when I sweat, they absorb the sweat, they get wet. I have to wash them or they'll get smelly. I air them out, I Febreze them. I mean, I take a lot of care. With the RHIP clips, they don't smell at all because they don't absorb sweat. So this is 3.5 years old. It has never been washed, okay? It doesn't need to be washed. The material it's made with is sweat resistant. So you're not gonna be full of sweat. It's not something you can wring out like I've seen people take their helmet, the liner of the helmet out and like literally wring it out and it kind of releases all the sweat. It looks like wringing out a wet towel. That's not the case with these. So I did want to let you know that they are sweat resistant. You're not going to be taking out and having to worry about stinky hip pads. There's a testimonial in this video with Josh, and he talks about wearing the shorts. This is not a RHIP CLIP product, but his shorts, he said, I always felt like I was wearing a diaper, which I thought was funny. But he also had told me, I don't think even on camera, we were just talking, and he said, you know, and also I get so sweaty in them. So, all right, so sweat resistant is another benefit and pro for the RHIP CLIP. Okay, so that is going to wrap up my review of the Pro, the Max. Also, if you want to see the Slim review, again, I'm going to link that either in the description or put a card throughout or somewhere on this video. But as you can see, I'm a fan. I was able to interview people at the park because I knew them, and they're my friends. They also wear RHIP CLIP. It's like when you have friends, word of mouth is the best form of advertisement. So if something works, you're gonna tell your friend about it, especially if they take a hipper and it puts them out a session or two. They will go and get a RHIP CLIP, especially if it comes from someone like me who's a customer. This is not a sponsorship. I'm not a sponsored skateboarder. This is a product review for RHIP CLIP. So I'm not getting any money or anything like that. If you buy it, I don't have an affiliate link, nothing like that. But I'm telling you, if you want to protect your hips and skate with more confidence, you should have a RHIP CLIP. All right, fam, I hope, oh, and by the way, before I close out, just so much love for Buzz. He is a skateboarder to the core, okay? Heart and soul skateboarder. Totally love him. Love the relationship we've built since I've been using RHIP CLIP over the past 3.5 years. All right, fam. Thanks so much. Go get yourself a RHIP CLIP. I've got the website. The website's actually on the YouTube channel. If you go to description, you can find it there. It's going to be in the description here. And go and get yourself a RHIP CLIP. Get you some of that personality. Get you some of Buzz's personal touch. And get you some RHIP clips. Protect your hips. Peace. I'm out. Catch you on the next one. Thanks, Buzz.
One thing's for sure. RHIP clips are good for your hips, give you confidence, and allow you to skate, slam, smile, and repeat.